Hello beautiful people, welcome to this channel Wins Modi. Kindly remember to like, to subscribe, to share, and not always forget to comment in the comment section. Now, many people have asked questions about the death of Collins Ochieng KWALA, who happened to be the friend and relative to Prince INDAH and is now 1 week in the grave. Kindly listen to the end and get facts about the death of Collins KWALA that you did not know. Listen keenly and then make judgment for yourself. Let's first of all begin by Prince INDAH, a person that born originally as Evans Ochieng in Ugenya sub-county in the entire Siaya County. Prince INDAH is known in his early age to have grown with his own mom, who died 8 years ago. Prince INDAH later on joined Ohangla through his uncle Emma Jalamo and sang with him in his band. Then he later on formed his own band, Malaika Band, which from his inception, Malaika Band brought so many hit songs like Cinderella, Maria, and Weche Era, to name but a few. Prince INDAH, as you may know him, is a husband to one that is known by many, Winnie Nyamigori, and is praised in many songs like Mama Kamara, and Kamara happens to be his daughter that all of us know, unless there are other daughters somewhere and children somewhere that we don't know. He has sung Mama Kamara, Winnie in many other songs like Nyarjoluo, Nyamigori, Te Amo, and other songs. Prince INDAH has done many hit songs and is loved and hated by many, but I believe in this case loved by many, not only the Luo singers and Luo genre, but people of all tribes love Prince INDAH. Currently, as we talk right now, Prince INDAH is the #1 trending and most heard musician in Africa on the boom play. He has even passed and surpassed people like Akina Diamonds of this world, the Harmonize, the Mbosso, the Sauti Soul, the Ruga, the Omalay, even the Lungala maestros like Fally Ipupa. Prince INDAH has surpassed them in his songs, meaning he's the most listened to and the most watched musician in the entire Africa, as Boom brought the list recently. In his journey of the music career, he has made friends of whom he has mentioned in his songs, like Osiepe, where today we are focusing on his friend called COLLO. And in the Osiepe song, Prince INDAH has mentioned people like the legendary billionaire Stephen Rapolo. He has sung songs like Ogada Member, and particularly here today we'll talk about COLLO. Now, COLLO, as you may have heard of his death, is a guy that was born in Rusinga Island in Homa Bay County and raised in Nairobi's Umoja Estate, and later grows to be a darling of many and is married with a daughter that is now 18 years old. COLLO at one point joined politics but did not claim the MCA seat for Umoja, which after elections he lost and missed Prince INDAH, and their friendship grows. Prince INDAH in an interview one day said that he is somehow related to COLLO, something that he learned of late, and we have pictures all over social media where Prince INDAH and COLLO have been seen working together and doing gigs together. Now, in this music, there are a lot of sacrifices that people do and artists do for them to remain relevant and for them to get airplay for years. That is something that we know, and people do it so much, and we have seen many cases where artists involved in kikis and sideshows for them to bloom and to boom. This has been done by many artists, that for them to produce a song and be heard by many, they have to bring some gigs and some sideshow for people to trend their names, and after that they remove a song. We know also of a stance where we have heard of Illuminati people, where leaders, politicians, musicians, and artists, and people that we know in this world, they have involved themselves so much in Illuminati things, sacrificing human people, human blood, and losing people for the sake of wealth. Not forgetting recently when we saw even Diamond, a superstar in the Bongo, emerged at a live performance with coffin, and many more cases. Now, leaders and musicians sacrifice friends, family, relatives, mostly for power, for fame, and money. And these always involve loss of life through blood. And as they say it, a higher power is always consulted. Coming back to COLLO, a friend and a relative of Prince INDAH, much has been said and speculations are many about here. But here is the fact. KWALA, on the day of his death, was headed to Kisumu to pursue a green card to go to the United States of America in pursuit of greener pastures, and as fate will have it, he met his death on that Friday. One thing about KWALA is that he met his death instantly during the accident while he was sleeping. His best friend, who happens to be the one who rides with him mostly in his Toyota Corolla known as Tom, was the one who on the steering wheel driving to Kisumu while KWALA was seated at the corridor side with his legs leaned on the car and dashboard on his side. During the many of the travels of KWALA, as we know, he was a freelancer who was moving a lot, doing shoots and recordings and video recordings. He used to move his friend Tom, who also happens to be his best friend for years. In fact, Tom and KWALA married from the same family. The elder sister to KWALA's wife happens to be Tom's wife. That is how close Tom and KWALA were together. So during the journey that they were going to Kisumu, KWALA was seated on the driver's seat and Tom was the driver. And as it were, KWALA was sleeping and his legs were put on the dashboard of the car and the seat was leaned behind. So KWALA was just sleeping. When they reached the famous black spot, Londiani, which many have also been sacrificed and died, then Tom the driver suddenly hits up a tuk-tuk and carrying logs of wood. And as fate will have it, when Tom swerved the car, only on the side of KWALA got hit to this tuk-tuk and heel, and the log paved the way through the window, hitting KWALA and splitting the head into two. Facts about KWALA's death. KWALA, as it is being said, did not have his seatbelt on, and when the commotion took place, it got him straight on. What if he had his seatbelt on? My people, will have KWALA survived? Hiyo ni swali ujijibie. People tend also to ask, why is it that the driver Tom did not even get hurt or a scratch? Was it that KWALA's day of death of day on earth had ended, and was it only him to go, or someone is behind it? If someone was behind it, why will it only be Prince INDAH and not his other relatives or even Odongo Swag, who KWALA was also promoting his songs? In fact, a week before his death, he had hosted Odongo Swaga at Umoja Segeza Villa. Londiani is known as a black spot. Could it be that KWALA was just but a victim of the random deaths at the place, or a victim of blood sacrifice? Words also have it that Prince INDAH's manager, Pius Omudo, could have been part of this death, since he felt KWALA organizing for Prince INDAH many events, mostly in the lakeside, and being human, Pius Omudo felt that KWALA is overtaking him and decided to do away with him. What if all these gigs that KWALA did for Prince INDAH, it was all under the blessings of Pius Omudo? Kindly judge for yourself, because as you people say that Pius Omudo could have gone away with KWALA, but my question is, what if Pius Omudo and KWALA were organizing these events together? Could you still say that Pius Omudo killed KWALA? Answer for yourself. One other place that people have questioned is how Prince INDAH collected a land sum of 544,000 for KWALA's burial. So let me put for you the facts on, because I was there. First thing is that this was not solely Prince INDAH's money, but involved the gate charges, where people bought candles at 500 shillings at the gate. In fact, Prince INDAH publicly contributed 20,000 shillings, and friends topped up by saying, some also have questioned why 20,000 shillings. My question also is, he contributed 20,000 shillings because that is what he could afford. But because of the many friends that Prince INDAH had, the 20,000 summed up to 544,000 Kenyan shilling. So people should stop speculating about the money. Lastly, many have also asked why he performed whole night at KWALA's place, unlike his normal routine, where he always just goes and mourns the dead and come back and go to other place to perform. But my also question is, what if he did that to honor KWALA and not to cleanse himself as many are saying. Because KWALA is his relative. What if he did that to honor his relative? While others are saying he did that to cleanse himself. Well, guys, as it is, musicians and politicians mostly sacrifice people and friends for their benefit and for their careers to grow. But again, one thing that I want to tell you is that remember, as we seek higher power in the dark world, there are other people who are also very genuine and also love God and decide to seek power, higher power in the side of spiritual realm, the side of light, the side of God. So whether Prince Indah sacrificed his friend and relative for career success, it is between him and his God. As the Bible says in the book of Hebrews 9:28, that it is appointed for every man to die, and after death, judgment. So whether Prince Indah sacrificed KWALA, Prince Indah will also die. Because if you give Prince Indah, myself and you and any other person 100 years from now, none of us will be alive. The people that sacrificed others before, and we know them, some of them are politicians, they also died. So death is appointed for every man. So whether it was KWALA's time to die or he was sacrificed, he will have still died. Whether Prince Indah sacrificed KWALA or he did not, Prince Indah will also die. And even myself here, I will die and you will also die. So matters about death, only Prince Indah and God know. So for fans of Prince Indah, continue supporting him. Dhambi za Prince Indah ni yeye na Mungu wake wanajua. Thank you so much. Remember to subscribe, to share, to listen, and to tune in for more. Thank you.